The Falcon and the Winter Soldier Episode 2 is a Disney Plus original, and in this episode we learn more about the new Captain America John Walker and his process in his new job. Also, Sam and Bucky reunite, but not on the best of terms. Alright guys, we're here at Episode 2. I did review Episode 1. If you want to check that out, just check out my channel. You'll be sure to see it. But man, let's talk about Episode 2. So let's talk about the positives. Let's talk about John Walker, the new Captain America.
How dare you stand where he stood?
Now, he was the cliffhanger at the end of Episode 1 when they decided to give the world a new Captain America, which obviously was really stupid, because how is it you honor Steve Rogers by saying he's the best, but then disrespect him at the same time by casting a new Captain America? That's not really how that works. So in the first half of the episode, you see how he felt before he became Captain America, how he just kind of wants to help people, and he's really scared that the public is going to reject him. But the public seems to really embrace him. He's now, the new Steve Rogers in terms of the first Avenger. You remember in the first Avenger how he was nothing more than a marketing ploy, just doing commercials and, going to soldiers telling them, hey, join the war, it's good for the war, it's good for the people, do all that good stuff. That's what John is doing in all of this. He literally is going to football games, giving high fives, handing out autographs, taking selfies with people. He just seems like a figurehead. But you do realize, during the episode that he's actually fighting battles too, but he is just not Cap, because he even says he's not super intelligent, he doesn't have super strength like Cap. He's really got nothing except the shield and guts. Now, overall about the character, the reason why I'm so interested in him is that he was giving me serious Homelander vibes. So if you've never seen The Boys, which is a great Amazon Prime show, 100% I recommend it. Homelander, kind of represents Superman or Captain America, but there's something, cynical about him. He's basically straight up a psychopath. I kind of got that vibe from this Captain America, because he's trying desperately, he kept saying that, I'm not trying to be Steve, I'm not trying to replace him, but you can just see how it's starting to get to him. The fact that Bucky and Sam do not want to be associated with him in any way, it's really starting to get him. He's really starting to get frustrated. At first he's like, hey guys, I want to work with y'all. Y'all are Steve's friends. I want to work with y'all. But near the end of the episode, he's like, stay the hell out of my way. I don't want you anywhere near me. So now you're starting to see the crumble in that fake armor, that fake Captain America armor that he has on. It's very interesting. I'm so curious to see where this is going. I think they might go the U.S. agent route, because the U.S. agent in the comics replaced Captain America when Steve decided to step down and this character came. So I think they're going to go that route. I'm really excited to see where they go. Another huge positive for this episode was the chemistry between Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan. They are just so good together. And it was further explored in this episode because they finally reunite. But like I said, not on the best of terms, because Bucky is seriously angry that Sam gave up that shield, because he felt it was disrespectful to Cap, how he believed in you, and there's just a lot of animosity between them. They have an argument at one point during the episode, and it was so hilarious. I don't know if most of that was improv. It really felt like it was, because it just felt so natural. It was just so freaking hilarious how they just kept, one-upping each other, trying to ad-lib over one another. They just have such good chemistry together, and I can't wait to watch the next episode to see what goes on. One thing that was interesting about that argument they had about Sam giving up the shield is that Sam still hasn't really given the true reason why he decided to give the shield back to the US government. I mean, he said during this episode, like, hey, I was just doing what I thought was right. But we still haven't gotten to that core reason why he looked at that shield and said, I can't do this, and gave it back. I'm pretty sure near the end of the series they're going to finally reveal it, and he finally embraces it. But I like that they're holding off Sam revealing why, because I feel like that's going to be a huge turning point in this series. Another great positive was the cliffhanger. So far, they are 2 for 2 in having fantastic cliffhangers. In Episode 1, it was revealing the new Captain America. In this one, spoilers, Zemo is in this. Wow, so he has made a return to the MCU. The last time we saw him was in Civil War, when he caused the entirety of Civil War. And, if you watch the trailers for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he's in it, so it's not technically a spoiler. It was just a matter of when he was going to show up. And I'm really just so excited to see him back, because he's a very compelling villain. I really liked him in Civil War, and I like the relationship between him and Bucky's going to go talk to him. That's going to be a great dynamic. Oh, why can't I watch Episode 3 right now? However, this episode was not perfect. Now, let me get into my negatives. It seems that Bucky is not going to go to therapy anymore, because I think they're going to focus more on the action part of this series. I was upset about that. I was a little bummed out, because I really liked his therapy session in Episode 1, because I like seeing that side of Bucky. I wanted to explore what's going on in that head of his, but it just seems that we're not going to anymore. And I really feel Bucky is such an interesting and dynamic character when you give him the chance, and I think those therapy sessions were really exploring that and helping that out, but now that they're taking that away, it kind of sucks. And my other negative, and this is just more about how I feel about the series in general, I love Anthony Mackie, I love Falcon, but so far, it hasn't really been proven to me that he can be a proper replacement for Chris Evans in future MCU films. I don't think Captain America in future Avengers films is going to be the leader that that Chris Evans and Steve was. But I think that's how they're writing it. The beginning of the series, they're kind of showing that, hey, maybe Falcon's not ready for this. But maybe by the tail end of the series, they can do a full 180 and make Falcon the best hero in MCU history. I don't know what's going to happen. But I am looking forward to it because I really am pulling for Falcon. I think he can be a very interesting character. And it's going to be difficult because in the MCU, they have so many characters to deal with, it's hard to stand out at this point. As of now, I don't think the Falcon is great as a leading hero because I actually want to see more Bucky scenes than Falcon scenes. That's just how I am. But I am hoping that Marvel and this series can turn it around. And, who knows? By next episode, I could do a full 180 and change my complete tune. But as of now, that's just how I feel about Falcon. Overall, guys, I love the direction this series is going because it just seems like there's just so much tension boiling up between all of these characters, between Bucky and Sam, between Bucky, Sam, and Captain America, between Captain America and his new job, between Zemo and Bucky. There's just so much going on, and this is only 2 episodes in. I love the direction it's going. It makes me look forward to see every episode. But this is a step back from episode 1. I think episode 1 was fantastic because it was more of a character study. Episode 2 was a little bit more action, forward, which is fine because it's Marvel, but at the same time, I like seeing what's behind the mask, what's behind the shield, all that good stuff. And it was a step back for me. Still a good episode, but I'm going to give it a B+. A good episode, great job. I'm just looking forward to episode 3 and continuing reviewing the series. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.